Good morning, Canada. I'm Manrose.
I'm Kenneth.
And I'm Kayla, and welcome to Philosophy Fridays.
Over the past few weeks, we have heard buzz on the internet about the topic of human nature and the different views it can have.
After doing our own research, we've discovered which is the best view.
So for today's segment, we have Xun-Zi's view on human nature and why it is the best.
To begin, let us give you a brief description on what human nature really is. Human nature is a bundle of characteristics, including ways of thinking, feeling, and acting, which humans are said to have naturally.
The term is often regarded as capturing what it is to be human, or the essence of humanity. It basically describes how each of us as humans have the tendency to act no matter who you are. The term is controversial because it is disputed whether or not such an essence exists.
Are all humans unique? Don't we all have the ability and free will to do whatever we want?
Yes, we do have our differences, but there is still an essence within us that does not change and has remained consistent throughout time. We call it human nature.
Many famous philosophers have had their own takes on human nature, with each of them having their differences and conflicts rising between them. However, Xun-Zi is a philosopher that took a rather different approach when expressing his meaning of human nature. Xun-Zi was a Chinese philosopher, one of the three great Confucian philosophers of the classical period in China. This view began in 453 BCE, where he contradicted the view of another Chinese philosopher, Menji.
Menji believed that all humans were born with good spirit and will stay good if you are surrounded by the right environment and are taken care of. If that were the case, why are there so many bad people in the world? What external factors cause them to make bad decisions?
Yeah, Menji's view didn't seem right to us at all.
Xun-Zi believed the opposite, such that humans have natural tendencies to be bad. Humans are born with a fondness for profit. This makes it difficult for us to show love and kindness. This tendency to do bad things is the evil that is working against us every day and can be seen within our actions all the time.
To put it simply, humans like to choose the route that's easiest for them to do because it will benefit them the most. For example, when you say you're natural at something, you intend that it's very easy for you to do. In this way, our human nature is what tends to be very easiest for us to do as well.
Let's put this into perspective for you.
You're in public. You see someone getting bullied. Would you rather be a bystander or intervene?
You find $10,000 in the street. Would you rather keep it for yourself or look for the owner to return it?
When you do something wrong, would you rather tell the truth and take responsibility or lie and blame it on someone else?
Well, in all these cases, most people would do what comes easier, keep themselves out of the situation, choose the easy way out.
Why is it easier for us to do the bad option than the good option? This supports Xun-Zi's view in the way that humans lean toward outcomes that only benefit them.
To overcome these tendencies, we must put in effort and use our intelligence to avoid the temptation of our human nature.
But wait, how do we truly know if something is good or bad? Who was the first person to say that this is good?
Well, to be honest, we really don't know. A long time ago, the first wise sages had given an idea of what is good and carved the way for future generations to follow.
These lessons were carried on and are taught today through our parents and wise role models, so that we may gain intellect as well. We gain this in knowledge through the rituals and routines we perform throughout our lives, often daily, such as holding the door open for someone or donating to charity,
which reinforces good habits and makes them easier for us to do.
Xun-Zi compared humans to craftsmen who, through hard work and time, build themselves into something beautiful, contrary to what they would have been naturally.
Another big part of Xun-Zi's view was the idea that humans always want what we don't have. The concept that we are never truly grateful for what we have and that we always want more is what drives us to display acts of evil deeds. You know what? I think it would be easier for us to just show you instead of tell you. A new day, same old routine. When will I find something new and exciting in life? Damn, I feel like I've been waiting forever. I don't pay $150,000 a week to be waiting in the cold. You know, now that I think about it, I've been feeling really lonely lately. Despite all the things I have no one to share it with. I wonder what it must feel like to be loved. Look at these two, so in love, holding each other's hands, living life together. When will I find something like that? When will I find true love? Okay, finally. Here's my stupid private limo.
Wow, God is really good. Sometimes I forget to thank Him for blessing me with such a wonderful relationship, but I am truly grateful. I just love my husband so much, I cannot ask for more. Well, actually, it would be nice to drive a car whenever we go out. I'm tired of always having to take the bus. And did he seriously not have enough bus fare today? It's only $2. Anyways, sometimes I just wish I had a man with a pocket full of dough.
I'm so happy. My latest single is doing amazing. #1 in Canada in just 4 days. Oh shoot. Phew. That was a close one. The paparazzi's all over me today. I hope they didn't recognize me. They're so annoying. How do they follow me wherever I go? I feel like I need to disguise myself 24/7. Can't even leave the house without wearing glasses. Oh shoot, I think they recognize me.
Excuse me? Oh my god. You're Caddy Cooper, no?
It has to be you.
It has to be you.
No, I think
Oh my god.
It has to be you.
It is you.
It is her.
Oh my god, can we get a picture?
Can we get a picture?
Let's get a picture. Come.
Ugh, picture after picture, fan after fan. I'm tired of all this fame.
Look around, look at you.
Sometimes I just wish I lived a normal life, like everyone else. Normal life, like everyone else.
You guys are probably thinking to yourself, what did I just watch and what does this all mean? However, we purposely curated this film to give a real-life scenario of the Xun-Zi view on human nature.
There you go.
In the video, there are 3 people coming from completely different lifestyles. During an interaction between them one day, we get a behind-the-scenes view on what they're really thinking about. Despite their differences, all 3 of them have one thing in common. They each desire a lifestyle that they don't have. Although each of the individuals has enough to be grateful for, the focus of their thoughts is on whatever's missing from their life.
I bet if the video were to continue, the girl's desire for money would eventually tempt her to flirt with a rich man, leaving her husband heartbroken.
Yeah, that's true.
Xun-Zi's argument was based on the idea that those who lack something, whether it be beauty, wealth, or power, desire what they do not possess. This will spark jealousy and envy, which leads to evil deeds.
I know what you guys may be thinking though. Does this tendency to do evil apply to everyone or just a select few? Isn't it possible for some people to prefer to live modestly, trying to achieve happiness rather than wealth or power? Are there not people who have already acquired what they desire or what their purpose is?
It's undeniable that we all tend to do this. From a baby throwing a tantrum to get his mother's attention, to a poor man yet yearning for a lavish life. Our life is merely an endless hope to the attainment of happiness.
Xun-Zi did not mean that all humans are bad, rather that we have natural tendencies to do things which are bad. By following our nature, we will lead a life of destructive behavior.
This tendency, however, can be overcome through the power of the human mind, our intellect. We human beings have the capacity to think and make our own decisions. By using our minds, we can approve and disapprove of our actions and where our natural feelings might lead us. Once one has truly acknowledged that our human nature is to be bad, they can then make conscious decisions to do good, making it their control.
We humans have the control to take the lumpy clay of our natures and turn them into their beautiful vessels.
To wrap up today's episode on human nature, it is undeniable that without our intelligence, we are attracted to doing evil acts.
Although it can be easy to pass off Xun-Zi's view as being pessimistic, that description is merely scratching the surface. Sure, Xun-Zi acknowledged that humans are inherently bad.
However, he more importantly placed an emphasis on our ability to turn these tendencies into a means to bring peace and goodness through a lifelong purpose of realizing our bad tendencies and correcting them. Remember, Xun-Zi's view is made for you. Through our intelligence, we can turn our terrible tendencies into happy harmonies.